your LLM app works in the demo. Then it hits real users, and you have no idea why an answer went wrong. Langfuse is the open source platform that gives you eyes inside that black box. A single request can trigger a chain of model calls, tool calls, and retrievals. When the output is wrong, you need to see every step, not just the final text. Langfuse started in 2022 and grew into one of the most widely used open source LLM platforms. The version 3 Python SDK released in June 2025 is the one we will use throughout. We will move from tracing to automatic integrations to prompt management to evaluations. Then we tie it all together by instrumenting a real multi-step agent end to end. That is the whole promise. See it, measure it, improve it. Let's start where every debugging session starts, the trace. First question, how do you capture what your app actually did on a single request? Not just the final answer, but every retrieval, every tool call, every model call in between? The answer is a trace, and it is the foundation that prompts and evaluations are built on. Langfuse organizes everything into a trace, one request top to bottom. Inside that trace are observations arranged in a tree, and they come in exactly 3 kinds. A span is any step. A generation is a model call, and it is special. It records the model, the token counts, and the dollar cost. An event is a single moment you want to mark. Get these 3 right, and the whole trace reads clearly. Visually, a trace is a tree of nested timed boxes. Each box carries its own input, output, latency, and for generations its cost. Since the June 2025 version 3 SDK, Langfuse is built on OpenTelemetry, the industry tracing standard. That single choice is why nesting is automatic. Whatever is active becomes the parent of the next observation. The easiest way in is one decorator. Decorate the top function and it becomes the trace. Nested calls become child spans and generations with no manual wiring at all. When you need finer control, use the context manager. A with block sets the active observation for its duration. Anything inside nests under it, same tree, more precision. For background or parallel tasks, create observations manually. These do not change the active context, so remember the rule. If you start it by hand, you must call end or it never shows up. Update the current observation to attach outputs, token usage, and metadata as you go. Add a user ID, a session ID, tags, and a version, and everyone becomes a filter and a metric in the dashboard later. The SDK ships spans in the background for speed, so in a short script or a serverless function, flush before exit or the process dies with data still buffered. For large prompts, turn off input capture to save overhead and lean on sampling when traffic is high. Trace and observation IDs follow the W3C trace context standard, 32 hex characters for a trace, 16 for an observation. You can see the deterministic ID from your own request key, which lets you find a Langfuse trace straight from a log line. Here is what most tutorials skip. Because it rides on OpenTelemetry, Langfuse is not a walled garden. Your model calls can share one trace with your web server and database spans, and context even propagates across services through standard headers. So a single request flows left to right and every stage lands in the same trace as a timed observation. That end-to-end view is exactly what you lose with plain print statements. That is tracing 3 ways, 1 tree. But decorating every function is a lot of work. Next, let integrations trace whole libraries for you. Decorating everything by hand does not scale. So how do you trace an app you did not write from scratch? Langfuse ships native integrations that instrument popular libraries for you, often for a single line. Langfuse supports the OpenAI SDK, LangChain, LangGraph, LiteLLM, the Vercel AI SDK, and any OpenTelemetry framework. Everyone captures prompts, responses, token usage, cost, and errors with almost no code of your own. The integration sits between your app and the provider, copying each call into a trace as it passes through. You get observability as a side effect of a normal API call. The OpenAI integration is a wrapper around the real client. Every completion becomes a generation, and the usage numbers are pulled straight from the API response, streaming and AY sync included. For the OpenAI SDK, you change exactly one line, the import. Every call after that is traced with token counts and cost, and nothing else in your code changes. For LangChain, you pass a callback handler. It walks the chain and records every step and model call as nested observations matching the chain's own structure. If you route through LiteLLM, one callback traces every provider it supports. OpenAI, Anthropic, or a local model, they all land in the same trace format so you can compare them fairly. You do not pick one approach, you combine them. Put a drop-in call inside an observe function and the model generation nests under your business logic automatically. The result is one clean tree, your logic on top, the auto-traced model call underneath. Integration and decorator share the same OpenTelemetry context, so they simply fit together. Always tag calls with a user and a session ID. In LangChain, you pass them as metadata keys, then Langfuse can group a whole conversation and break costs down per user. Keep the unwrapped client around for code you deliberately do not want traced, and use tags to split environments. If you run a self-hosted or brand new model, add its price in the model list so cost tracking stays accurate. The non-obvious payoff, the OpenTelemetry base means you are not limited to Langfuse's own integrations. Any auto-instrumentation, your vector database, your HTTP client, can share the same trace as your model calls. Minimum code, maximum coverage. Now that calls are trace, let's manage their most volatile input, the prompt. Your prompt is the highest leverage line in the whole app, and it changes constantly. So why is it buried in a Python string that needs a full deploy to change? Langfuse moves the prompt out of your code and into a versioned store. Each save is a new immutable version, and a label like production just points at one of them. Think of versions as an append-only history and labels as pointers you can move. Staging can point at one version while production points at another. Same prompt, two environments. At runtime, your code asks for the production label, never a hard-coded string. Shipping a new prompt is moving that label. Rolling back is moving it again. No code change, no deploy. You define a prompt once with double brace variables. The label's argument can promote it straight to production on creation. Chat prompts store a list of roles, and crucially, they can carry a config block. Model and temperature travel with the prompt, so tuning them never touches your code. At the runtime, you fetch the production version, compile in your variables, and read model settings from its config. Now a prompt engineer can switch the model in the UI, and your app just follows. The SDK caches prompts in the background, so fetching adds no latency to your request. Always pass a fallback. If Langfuse is ever unreachable, your app keeps serving instead of crashing on a prompt fetch. The payoff most people miss, link the prompt version to the generation it produced. With one keyword, Langfuse now reports latency, cost, and quality per prompt version, and the UI even diffs the text between them, a feature added in 2025. End-to-end, the loop is edit, version, label, fetch, measure, and then repeat with evidence. A/B testing is just two labels pointed at two versions. Reference labels, not version numbers, so promotions do not require a code change. Test in the built-in playground first, and keep model settings in config so everything about a prompt lives in one place. Prompts become data you can manage, test, and measure. Measure, that word matters. Next, how Langfuse scores quality with evaluations. Tracing tells you what happened. Evaluation tells you whether it was any good. And good has to become a number you can track over time across versions. In Langfuse, every judgment is stored as a score, no matter where it came from. A score can be a number, a category, or a yes or no, and all of them attached to the trace they judge. Scores come from four places: humans, your users, plain code, and an LLM judge. The power is that all four end up in the same format side by side. A programmatic score is one call. Give it a trace, ID, a name, and a value. It shows up on that trace and in your dashboards immediately. Scores do not have to be numbers. A category captures things like tone, and the very same call records a thumbs up from a real user in production. Deterministic checks make great scores too. Here are simple grounding check flags, answers that do not reuse any retrieved text. Cheap, fast, and objective. The workhorse for open-ended quality is LLM as a judge. A second model grades your output against a rubric. The idea was popularized by Jung and colleagues in 2023, and Langfuse runs it as a managed evaluator you configure in the UI. Before you ship, run against a curated dataset. Each item becomes a traced run, judges score everyone, and you compare versions on the exact same fixed test set. There are two moments to evaluate. Offline, on a fixed set, is your regression gate before shipping. Online, on sampled production traffic, is how you catch quality drift after shipping. Charted over versions, evaluation turns feels better into a measurable jump. That bar chart is how you defend a prompt change to your team. And online, a slow decline like this is your early warning that inputs have shifted under you. You cannot fix drift you cannot see. The subtlety, an LLM judge is not ground truth. They favor longer answers and their own style. So calibrate against human labels and trust the trend far more than the absolute score. Start with just 20 to 50 golden examples. A small trusted set beats a big noisy one. Use categories when humans need to agree, and sample your online judges so evaluation does not cost more than inference. Now quality is data too. We have all 4 pillars. Let's wire them into one real agent end to end. Let's build the real thing. A research agent that plans, searches, and writes a grounded answer. And every step is traced, priced, scored, and testable in Langfuse. 3 moving parts, a planner, a search tool, and a synthesizer. Exactly the kind of multi-step flow where one bad step is impossible to find without tracing. Left to right, a question becomes a plan, then documents, then a written answer. Our job is to make every one of those arrows visible in a trace. Setup is keys in a .env file and 3 imports. The OpenAI drop-in means every model call is traced without another line of code. Each tool gets a decorator, so the search and the planner each become their own span. Because they share the OpenTelemetry context, the version 3 SDK introduced in 2025, they nest under whatever calls them. The writer pulls its system prompt from Langfuse and links the version with Langfuse page prompt. Now this generation is tied to a prompt version, a model, and its exact token cost, all in one observation. The root function is one more decorator. This top call defines the trace. Plan, search, and synthesize automatically become its children. Wrap the call to tag it with a user and session, then attach a score. Now the trace is filterable by user, groupable by session, and it carries a quality signal. Do not just trace the happy path. Mark the observation as an error with a message, and failed runs become filterable and alertable instead of invisible. The quiet superpower here is cost. Every generation prices itself. Langfuse sums the tree, and sessions let you see the cost of a whole conversation, not just one call. Open the trace, and this is what you see: the whole request as one inspectable tree. Click any box for its exact input, output, latency, prompt version, and cost. The same agent runs against a golden dataset for a regression test. Every change now gets a score on the same fixed inputs, so you never ship a quiet regression again. Once traces flow, the dashboard is where you live. Cost by user, latency by step, error rate over time. Set alerts on errors and on a dropping judge score, and filter by prompt version to prove a change actually helped. That is a production-ready agent observable by construction. Let's compress everything into what to remember. We covered a lot. Here is the whole video in 4 ideas. Tracing gives you the tree. Integrations fill it for free. Prompt management makes the input a managed object. And evaluation turns a good into a number you can watch move. If you do just one thing, add an integration and get traces flowing today. Then shape the tree, manage your prompts, and score every request. Remember, flush in short-lived scripts. You can start on the managed cloud in minutes or self-host the open source stack. Under the hood, it pairs Postgres with ClickHouse, which is why it scales to heavy production traffic. Observability is not a nice-to-have for LLM apps. It is how you make them trustworthy. Instrument your agent, watch the trace tree light up, and start shipping with confidence. Thanks for watching.